Good evening, children. Now, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this cape, you probably can't tell, but I can, and this is take, 45 of this video, so I kind of needed a little self-esteem booster. Because if I've learned two things, it's one, I suck at this, and two, I sound really sick. So this is, as you can probably tell, a giant multicolored eyeball with some plastic wrap over it. But if you remove the plastic wrap colored part, you get the inside of the eyeball, or the window into the soul. Now, if my malfunctioning flashlight decides to work, look at that, it does! Look inside here, guys. Inside here, we have the optical nerve cup and the optical nerve head, and basically what that is it connects the retinal blood vessels into the back of your eye, which goes up to your brain and sends the light images to your brain so you can see things. And that's cool, except for it gives you a blind spot, which you probably know about but have never seen because your other eye makes up for it. So if you have one eye, it sucks to be you. Now, also in the inside of the eye is the posterior, the posterior cavity, which holds the vitreous humor, or something along those lines, which is just liquid, basically, and liquid would be gross to put in a model, so I didn't do that. And this is the retina, and the retina is very important because it actually captures all the light with rods and cones, and is the one who sends it through the nerve thing. The nerve thingy. That was a great description. It's like soft tissue paper, so it's really easy to break, and I don't think you want to break it. Scratching your retina is kind of painful. And then up here we have the sclera, which is the, soft white part of it, and it's sort of like soft leather, which would be, terrifying to pop, wouldn't it? And then over here on this side, we have a beautiful finger painting drawing of the eye. Just making sure you can see it. And here we have the cornea, which is this sort of, clear wrap over it. And it's clear and it's a wrap over your eye. And then we have aqueous humor, which sort of supplies the cornea. And we have the lens. The ciliary body actually produces the aqueous humor, which is sort of lubricates the cornea. And the ciliary body also controls the suspensory ligaments, which hold the lens up. Conjectures actually are when you blink, they have this mucus that helps, clean your eye. They also produce some tears, but not many, because most of your tears come from lacrimal fluids, which I'm sure you already knew. This is the anterior cavity, which includes both the anterior and posterior, and more conjunctive, and then the iris and the pupil, which are, the parts that dilate. I'm sure you know. And these brightly colored beauties right here are the superior rectus, the lateral rectus, and the inferior rectus, because somebody has an inferiority complex and got to name things. But they're the muscles. And these are only half of them. The other half would go directly over my beautiful drawing, so I didn't really want to do that. And if you put it back here, you have the lens, which is awesome. Again. And then you put this over here, and you have the eyeball. Oh, well, that's not it, because actually melanin, which we've been learning about, which is in your skin, is also in your eye and colors your eye to help you see better. But if you don't have any, it basically means that you're an albino, and that it's sort of like pink, and you can't see very well. And I always thought that was kind of cool. Eyeball. The end.